Today's a WRAL weather alert day. The radar is already active with some scattered showers across our area, but there is a line of rain with some thunderstorms associated with it headed our way a bit early. I'll show you the timeline. And you're looking live in Zebulon, where police are investigating a shooting that killed a man. The information we've learned about the victim in the last hour.
Also breaking news out of Durham, where two shootings happened just hours apart in the same neighborhood. What we know about the separate shootings that left one man dead and another hurt.
And many of you will be hitting the roads this morning to get to your Thanksgiving meals. What you should be looking out for as you navigate the holiday traffic that you will undoubtedly see on your Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Michelle McConaughey in for NHU.
And I'm Jeff Hogan. Thanks for making us part of your Thanksgiving here. I know there's a lot of folks who have probably been up for a couple hours now, and those turkeys are about to get in the oven or wherever their respective places will be headed. Elizabeth Gardner is right now in the WRAL Severe Weather Center with the outlook for today in this WRAL Weather Alert Day.
You know, today is a little bit different than it was this time yesterday. This time yesterday, the models didn't have a line of thunderstorms developing over our area until closer to lunchtime. If you happen to catch Kat and Mike yesterday evening, though, it looked like it was moving a little bit faster. And this is really going to affect folks who are headed out to turkey trots. You can see this line of rain from Danville to Greensboro down toward Kannapolis, down the I-85 corridor. And there is some lightning here, not in Greensboro, but down here closer to Charlotte. That's likely to lift northward, and it will affect parts of our viewing area as it comes eastward. So just keep checking back with us. Again, some light patchy showers have popped up, a little bit of light rain right through Raleigh. Now it's headed down into Johnston County, Clayton, Wilson's Mills, seeing a few showers lifting northward up past parts of Mecklenburg County, Virginia as well. So we do have a level 1 risk for severe storms. Our potential for severe weather with this early arrival of this line is definitely diminished, but we definitely have that potential for some scattered thunderstorms to roll on through. Behind that, it looks more scattered as we get closer to lunchtime, and then we may clear out during the afternoon. So just make sure even this morning that you have all those inflatables secured. Our potential for severe storms is really isolated, and we're looking at this potential this morning up until around lunchtime or so. Here's Futurecast showing that band of rain that comes through the area, and you can see some of that looks a little heavy. It's mainly out of here by around 7 or so, with a few isolated showers that pop up all the way through noon. And then after that, we're mostly done. Eastern counties may see an isolated shower in the early part of the afternoon. We may see some sunshine by the end of the day. We had a shower roll through Apex earlier, so it's a little damp here. Winds are a bit gusty out of the south at about 11 miles per hour, gusting to 15. Our temperature right now is almost 60, and we'll see highs in the mid to upper 60s this afternoon. Coming up, we're going to talk about when some really cold air arrives.
Thanks, Elizabeth. That breaking news we've been following in the WRAL Live Center this morning. Police in Zebulon on the scene of a shooting that killed a man. Well, now WRAL's Kelsey Coffey just got there on West Barbie Street. Kelsey, this shooting happened just before 1:30 this morning. What are you able to tell us? I know you've just been there for a minute.
Yes, Jeff, and we have new information now from Zebulon police within the last hour. They say 55-year-old Robert Cummings was shot in his neighborhood here. We'll give you a better look now of this scene. It's still an active scene here on West Barbie Street in Zebulon, so you can see that investigators have set up a tent there in that front yard in a home in this neighborhood, and there's crime scene tape that's surrounding a part of the street here. So police say they found Cummings in this neighborhood and took him to the hospital where he later died, and police are still searching for the shooter this morning, so we'll be sure to stay on top of this and keep you updated. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News, live in Zebulon.
A barricade situation with hostages inside a home in Fayetteville ended just before 1 o'clock this morning. Investigators were at the home on Spinell Drive at 5 p.m. yesterday evening and into the early morning hours. Authorities tell us that it all began after they responded to calls of a domestic incident. Police say the armed man held several hostages in the home. There are no reports of any injuries.
And more breaking news as Durham police are investigating two separate shootings in the McDougal Terrace neighborhood. One of them, a person was killed. That first happened on Ridgeway Avenue. The second happened on Lawson Street. WRAL's Monica Casey shares what we know about these shootings that happened just 6 hours apart.
That's right. That second shooting was around 10:45 last night over in the 1200 block of East Lawson Street. WRAL cameras were on scene soon after that happened. Durham police tell us when they arrived, they found a man with multiple gunshot wounds. He died there on scene. Police say they're still investigating what led up to that shooting. We are also following news of another shooting that happened last night. This one a little earlier in the evening over on Ridgeway Avenue. That's just steps away from the second shooting location. In that earlier shooting, one man was shot, left with life-threatening injuries. As of now, police have not said if these two are related. Reporting in Durham, Monica Casey, WRAL News.
Holiday travelers have already seen their fair share of brake lights and backups. AAA expects record-breaking Thanksgiving travel this year, with 2 million North Carolinians planning to hit the roads. Fortunately, it seems the worst of the holiday travel season is in the rearview mirror, but not without several crashes throughout the Triangle yesterday. According to Garner Police, the day before Thanksgiving has the most traffic violations of the holiday week.
More cars on the road. And then with that comes accidents and speeding and other traffic violations.
In a speeding enforcement operation yesterday, Garner Police pulled over 190 people. To keep cars moving, the Department of Transportation is pausing most highway road work through December 2nd.
I'm Eric Miller in the WRAL Live Center. Well, it might have been a busy day out on the roads yesterday, but so far for your Thanksgiving morning, it is looking green as that green bean casserole out there. We are seeing no major issues on the road, no major backups at this point either. Taking a live look outside right now, I-87 at Lizard Lick Road. You can see just a few folks on the roads right now, maybe getting a jump start on a little bit of holiday travel there. But of course, we'll keep a very close eye on this. Let you know as any issues do pop up on the roads.
All right, thank you, Eric. If you're trying to get that last-minute shopping in, you have some options. Food Lion and Harris Teeter are open today, but they'll close early this afternoon. If you do need to go to a drugstore, look up your nearest CVS or Walgreens online and check for that specific store's hours. Thanksgiving Day hours will vary based on location. And the list of stores here on your screen are all closed today. Walmart, Costco, and Sam's Club are just a few on this list. For more information about where you can shop today, go to our website, WRAL.com.
Today, the Durham Rescue Mission will host its 50th annual Thanksgiving Community Dinner. Look at the reveal right there. More than 200 turkeys will be served to people in need. The doors open at 11 a.m. This is video of the volunteers getting the cooking started last night. Yeah, so many of them, they have to start last night. People who show up today, they'll enjoy a free hot turkey dinner, carnival games for kids, a grocery bag to take home, and a special ticket drawing for prizes. Rescue Mission is still requesting any volunteers to reach out and offer their time this morning.
The 8th annual Thanksgiving Day 5K in Garner will raise money for rescue dogs. About 1,000 people are expected to take on this run, hosted by Freedom Ride Rescue. The rescue takes dogs out of shelters and into adoptive homes or foster families. This run is the largest fundraiser of the year, and it goes to pre-adoption vet needs. The run starts at Garner's White Deer Park at 8:30 this morning.
We have NFL football on Fox 50 and WRAL for Thanksgiving. At 4:30 on Fox 50, it's the Dallas Cowboys and New York Giants. Then at 8:20 on WRAL, you can watch the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. Football and Thanksgiving go together. Coming up, we are getting new information about a shooting at Shaw University, who we now know has been arrested after a man was shot after the school's homecoming football game earlier this month.
And some local students will be in the big parade today, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. A look at the musicians and dancers from the Triangle who will be there in New York City.
And we already have rain on the radar this morning. It's scattered and light for the most part across our viewing area, but just to our west from the Triad to Charlotte, we have some heavier rain coming. I'll show you on Futurecast what time it will get to you.
Stay safe with the latest WRAL Weather Alert Day info. Get up to the minute weather and traffic conditions when you get in your car. In Raleigh on 99.3 FM, in Durham 96.5 FM, and everywhere on 101.5 HD3.
Today's a WRAL weather alert day. We have a line of thunderstorms that's coming through the Triad right now and down towards Charlotte. I'll show you what time you could see some rain, thunder, and lightning where you are. Oh, and this is not the tease. Sorry about that. I am paying. There's so much going on in the weather center right now. I apologize for that. So here we are in Greensboro, thunder and lightning, and you can see that stretching down toward Asheboro where the zoo is. All of that is about to move into our viewing area. So the rain is going to pick up in intensity, and the lightning and the thunder will as well. It is a WRAL weather alert day. Our chances for severe storms this morning is a little less than it would be if this were coming through during the afternoon. But it's not a zero chance. It's warm out there, 59 in Durham and Raleigh, 60 in Fayetteville. We're definitely seeing some rain showing up on the camera there in Fayetteville. Do expect showers and thunderstorms to be moving through this morning. Keep in mind, if you were planning to head out to a turkey trot, you can run through the rain, but it is dangerous to be out when there's thunder and lightning. And unfortunately, the timing on this is just not great for folks headed out for a run. Now, later this afternoon, we may clear out before sunset. We'll talk about when all the rain moves out of here coming up.
Thanks, Elizabeth. New this morning, a Wake County man is facing charges in connection to a shooting that happened during Shaw University's homecoming. According to warrants, Carl West is being charged with having a gun on educational property and obstruction of justice. Authorities say he allegedly removed that gun used in the shooting from the crime scene and gave it back to the owner. The shooting happened on Person Street November 3rd, and one man was seriously hurt in the shooting. He's now recovering at home. West is now out on a $100,000 bond. No one else has been charged in the shooting.
A ceasefire is now in effect in Lebanon after the U.S. helped broker a deal between Israel and Hezbollah. Thousands of displaced people began returning to their homes in parts of Lebanon yesterday, and the deal calls for a 60-day stop in fighting. Under the deal, Israel's military must withdraw from Lebanon. Hezbollah must move farther north. Lebanon's army and UN peacekeepers will create a buffer zone near the border. If the ceasefire holds, it would bring an end to nearly 14 months of fighting.
The FBI is investigating several bomb threats and swatting attempts against President-elect Donald Trump's administration nominees. The threats happened between Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Law enforcement officials say the threats were deemed not credible, and some may have come in over social media. It's not clear who exactly was targeted, but we do know the threats did not involve Mr. Trump or Vice President-elect J.D. Vance.
3 Americans who spent years detained in China will soon be reunited with their families. Officials say they are being exchanged for an undisclosed number of Chinese nationals. One was serving a 10-year sentence on espionage charges. Another was detained in 2012 on drug-related charges and was later sentenced to death. A third was serving a life sentence on spying charges. The 3 Americans are now confirmed to be in U.S. custody.
Sean Diddy Combs will spend Thanksgiving in prison. A New York judge denied his third request for bail during a hearing yesterday. The judge said there is no condition that would reasonably assure the safety of the community if he was released. Prosecutors accused the music mogul of witness tampering from behind bars. This also comes after a ruling last week that prosecutors could not use letters taken from his jail cell during a raid. His attorneys said it violated his rights.
Some Triangle area dancers are getting ready to show off their moves during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. 69 local high school dancers from the Holly Springs School of Dance are representing North Carolina in New York City. This will be the school's 8th appearance in the parade since 2003. And dancers from Legacy Dance Productions in Zebulon and Hillsborough Cheer and Dance will also be there. Clinton High School senior Bailey Waters will play in the Macy's Great American Marching Band. Watch for them when the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade airs live at 8:30 right here on WRAL. And WRAL is your home for Thanksgiving Day traditions. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, again, that starts at 8:30. And right after that, it's the National Dog Show. That's at noon.
There's a lucky person, it could be anyway, $500,000 richer this Thanksgiving. The Mega Millions jackpot is now more than $514 million. It's the 4th time it's gotten to that level this year because no one has matched all 6 balls in more than 2 months. In case you missed Tuesday night's drawing, the numbers are 5, 22, 24, 39, 42. 3 is the Powerball or Mega Ball, and the Mega Plier is 3 as well. You can catch the next drawing. It's Friday night at 11 right here on WRAL.
This is one of my favorite things that UNC does. UNC Rex showing thanks for some of the hospital's tiniest patients. Take a look at these adorable NICU babies dressed as turkeys. Some of the hospital's neonatal nurses dressed them in these precious outfits. Oh my goodness. The team hopes this brings some warmth to families spending the Thanksgiving holiday in the hospital. Little turkey.
Little
oh my
turkey.
goodness.
So cute. Elizabeth Gardner is over in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. We are tracking this line of storms that's coming through. There's a little bit of lightning in there.
There is. We've been watching this back across Charlotte. Now we're seeing lightning here in this little cell that is right around Greensboro, headed down toward Asheboro. So this is going to move first over here into Alamance County and potentially parts of Chatham County. And then Orange County over toward Durham County may see that little cell right there. There are no warnings on it. The warnings will pop up automatically here on our map. But it is going to be some heavy rain, some scattered lightning. There is a little bit more lightning down here to the south. This is not a big line of thunderstorms. However, we have a lot of folks that are going to be headed out for turkey trots. It is 6:20 right now. And as this moves on through, it's not going to be safe to be outside when we have lightning with these cells. Right now, things are pretty scattered across our area, but when this line comes through, especially from the Triangle area northward, we are going to be seeing some scattered storms and some brief heavy rain. Damaging wind is a possibility. Tornadoes this morning, look, that chance looks really slim. Expect some scattered showers this morning and a few isolated thunderstorms. And then as we head into the afternoon, we'll likely see some clearing. Here's a look at big picture. We do have a cold front that's still way back into the mountains. There will likely be some rain with that through the early part of the afternoon, but we're looking at that line of thunderstorms developing just to our west and stretching down through South Carolina and Georgia, even into Alabama. So this is where we'll have the best chance of any severe storms today. We'll follow this on Futurecast. Things are scattered right now here at 6:15, but as we get into 6:30, 7 o'clock, we start to see this band moving through some heavier rain, some scattered thunderstorms. There's 7:30, and we'll stop it there again at 9. Again, this is going to be right when folks want to be out for those turkey trots. So, just be careful. If it's lightning, make sure you stay in your car. After that, we get into the afternoon, and there most likely will only be a few isolated showers in our southeastern counties, and then we start to see some clearing after that. So timeline, if you haven't watched our forecast since yesterday morning, this timeline's different. But if you happened to catch Kat and Mike last night, you would have seen that it looked like everything was trending a lot earlier. So we do have some rain falling in Fayetteville right now. It's a little bit damp in both Apex and Chapel Hill. We're going to see more showers moving across the area. As this moves on out, colder air comes in behind it. So if you're headed out to pick your tree this weekend, 55 on Friday, 49 on Saturday, 51 on Sunday. The overnight lows are going to be down into the 30s. We have really cold air that comes diving in on us over the weekend, and it's not just the weekend. It is going to stick around. We have a good chance of below average temperatures really for the first week of December. Take a look here. Again, it's going to be chilly through the weekend, but even colder Monday and Tuesday with overnight lows down into the 20s. So when we light our 3 towers on Wednesday in our tower lighting special, it will look and feel like the holidays.
It certainly will. Thanks, Elizabeth. Well, Lowe's Hardware is giving back to those hit hardest by Helene this holiday season. A look at the North Carolina-based company that's providing Thanksgiving meals while also stimulating the local economy.
I love that initiative. And rumors about salary disparities on the set of Wicked. What Universal Studios is saying about the online concern. And today has your front row seat to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Savannah Guthrie, Hoda Kotb, Al Roker, all live this morning from Herald Square outside the Macy's flagship store in New York City. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is coming up this morning on Today right here on WRAL.
This What's Trending report, sponsored by Rug & Home.
A sequel for a classic horror novel turned movie.
Yeah, plus rumors about pay differences on the set of Wicked. We have a look at what is trending on this Thanksgiving Day.
Well, Sarah Michelle Gellar is teasing fans of 2 of her most popular films. The Buffy alum shared a picture from the set of the upcoming I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel, and she jokingly captioned it Scooby-Doo 3 coming soon. However, the actress said, she's not returning because her character is dead, so she can't return.
But she made the Scooby-Doo reference, and you can change the ending in Scooby-Doo, right?
Yes.
That's the reference.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Maybe.
Isn't she married to Freddie Prinze Jr.,
She is,
right?
yes, she
so is he going to be in it? You know,
Maybe.
sounds like could be. Universal Studios is squashing rumors that the stars of Wicked were paid differently. Internet rumors say Ariana Grande was paid more than $15 million to play Glinda, while Cynthia Erivo received just $1 million for her role as Elphaba. Universal Studios says the actresses got the same pay, so that's all bunk. Wicked has been a big success at the box office, earning more than $160 million in its opening weekend.
Yeah, it was a big rumor, and it's not true because they're getting paid the same exact thing, and they should be getting paid the same exact thing because they were both stars in the film.
Co-stars, not supporting roles or anything like that. So
yes. Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right, well, Ben Stiller is getting into the holiday spirit, starring in a new comedy film. It's in Nutcrackers. Stiller stars as a real estate developer who suddenly gains custody of his 4 nephews when their parents die. This is his first leading role in 7 years. Scooby-Doo veteran Linda Cardinelli co-stars. Nutcrackers premieres on Hulu and Disney Plus tomorrow.
If you want to give back this holiday season, you can donate a coat to a child in need during WRAL's annual Coats for the Children campaign. We encourage you to donate new or gently used coats, hats, sweatshirts, or other warm clothing to support families in need. You get a list of those Jiffy Lube drop-off locations as well at WRAL.com/coats.
Take a look at Dual Doppler 5000 radar this morning. We have scattered rain across our viewing area, but a line of some thunderstorms is just to our west across the Triad. I'll show you what time you could see that where you are.
And some of the busiest holiday travel might have been yesterday, but there's still plenty of people in the air today. We'll tell you how things are looking across the country for folks still trying to fly this Thanksgiving.